This video is based on a 2008 movie titled Wanted. Spoilers ahead. Over 1,000 years ago, a clan of weavers formed a secret society of assassins. They silently killed people who they felt needed to be eliminated to restore order in the world. They called themselves the Fraternity. The movie starts with Ginny's birthday party at the office. Gibson is not interested in the party, but has to attend anyway, because it is his boss's birthday party. We see one of the fraternity members enter an office, goes directly to a window, and tells the secretary not to get scared. He tells her that if her name had come up, he would have killed her immediately. He hands her a bullet and asks her to examine it. She exits, and before it closes, he propels himself to a sprint with a very high speed. He goes through a glass window and flies to the rooftop of the next building, shooting some snipers on the rooftop. He shoots all of them. After shooting the last one, a phone rings from the dead sniper's pocket, and he picks it. He tells the man on the phone that he cannot destroy something that is over 1,000 years. The man tells him that it is already destroyed. He tells him that he should not send sheep to kill a wolf, and the man tells him those were just decoys as a bullet pierced through his head. Gibson is with his girlfriend in bed, telling her to stop talking because he needs to sleep. The girlfriend complains about the noises from a train passing next to his house. In the morning, he goes to the office. Janice comes to his desk and tells him he wants the billing report on her desk in an hour's time. He doesn't deliver the report, and Janice returns to his desk and scolds him. He takes his stress pills. In the evening, goes to an ATM machine, but he does not get money. The following day, he goes to pick his medicine, and a beautiful lady standing beside him starts talking to him. She tells him that she knew his father, and he was killed the previous day on a rooftop of the Metropolitan building. Gibson laughs. He doesn't think she is serious. She goes ahead to tell him that the man who killed the father is behind him, and she pulls him down and shoots at the man. Intensive shooting goes on between the lady and the man. The woman does want Gibson to leave her side. She keeps holding him. As the shooting intensifies, Gibson gets a chance and runs out of the store. He is running in the middle of the road, and the lady throws her in her red car and speeds away. The man hijacks a delivery van and chases the lady's car. It is a dangerous chase. The lady tries to lose the van, but she can't. They shoot at each other. The lady removes her car's windscreen and shoots at the van while on the car's bonnet. They get to a police roadblock, and the lady's car flies over the police vehicles. The van hits the police vehicles and stops, but the man is not in the car. Gibson wakes up and finds himself sleeping at a table where some flies are disturbing him. He stands up and tries to leave the house, but there are men guarding the room. He bounces on the lady who is blocking one of the exits. She pushes her back to the room as a man with a gun and tells him to shoot the wings of flies which are hovering over a dustbin. He swears he doesn't know how to use a gun. A man puts a gun behind his head and tells him to do as he is told. He takes the gun and shoots the fly's wings. He goes for his stress pills as Sloan shows him the flies without the wings. Gibson tells him it is impossible, and Sloan tells him that most of the things would look impossible to him because he does not himself. He tells him that he has a rare quality and his heart beats at a rate of more than 400 pips per minute. He tells him that is the reason he can see things better than normal people. He also tells him that his father was working with them, and Gibson and his father share the same qualities. Sloan tells him that he has the blood of an assassin running down his veins, and he should start using the powers he has for his own gains. He also tells him that his father has a lot of investments in the organization, and they will transfer everything to him. He is told that the only thing he has to do is to join them and help in killing the man who had killed his father. Sloan also tells him that the man is also after him, and he too will be killed. Still holding the gun, he leaves the house as Sloan and his men look at him. In the morning, he wants to imagine it was all a dream, but the gun makes him aware it was not a dream but reality. He goes to the ATM to withdraw some money, but he is astonished to see his account balance is over $3 million. At the office, he keeps imagining the balance he saw in his bank account. He reads about the rooftop shooting on the internet. Janice comes to his desk asking for the billing report. She is mad with him for not working on the report since the previous day. She looks at Gibson's computer screen and reads about the rooftop killing. Gibson is pissed off with her and shouts at her to fuck off. All the employees stand up surprised by Gibson's utterances to their boss, Janice. He lectures her at length. He tells her to go fuck herself, picks the keyboard and leaves. His friend meets him as he is leaving, and he hits him with the keyboard, and it breaks into pieces. He leaves the office. Outside the office, she sees the lady, Fax, sitting in a car. She enters her vehicle, and they go back to Sloane's place. He finds him in the weaving factory. He asks him if he makes clothing or kills people. Sloane asks him if he is ready for the answers to his questions. He tells him yes, and that he is not going back to his job. Sloane tells Fax to take him for training. His first trainer tells him he repairs behavior as he ties him on a sit. He beats him mercilessly. The second trainer is a butcher who trains him how to use swords in combat. He is badly bruised all over his body. He wakes up and finds himself immersed in white tar. One of Sloane's men brings him whiskey and he sips a little. He is told that he is in a recovery room. His bruises are all healed. The following day he is taken for gun handling training. He trains by shooting real human bodies. He is told he has to learn to put bullets in human bodies. He is trained on jumping down from high roofs. He is a fast learner, and he graduates to be a lethal assassin. Sloane takes him to a room and tells him it belonged to his father. He tells him that everything in the room now belongs to him. Gibson looks at his father's pictures for the first time. He puts on his clothes and convinces himself that he has to be better than his father. He promises himself to train harder. He trains hard and endures the painful training in order to avenge the death of his father. In his final shooting test, he shoots a target that is behind the lady, Fax. Sloane congratulates him and welcomes him to Fraternity and takes him to the room where the secret code is kept. Sloane gives him a copy of the code and also his first assignment. Fax accompanies him to go and kill a man whose name had come up for elimination. He could have taken a clear shot, but he didn't. He demanded to know what wrong the man had done. Fax told her a story of a man who had killed a federal judge, and a fraternity member had failed to kill him a week earlier. Fax tells him that people are assassinated to make the world a better place to live in. He says that the code of fraternity demands that you kill one to save thousands of people in future. He is convinced, and he goes for his assignment and kills the man. Sloane gives him his second assignment, and he executes it professionally under the supervision of Fax. Later he goes back to his former house to pick the gun he had left there. He finds his friend has moved into his house, and is staying there with his girlfriend. He knocks down him with the door and picks his gun. Fax enters the house and kisses him in front of the girlfriend, and they leave. Cross finds him and shoots at him, and then runs away. He follows him, causing several vehicles to collide on the road. He follows him to a building, and his fraternity members come to give him support. He accidentally kills one of his colleagues. Cross shoots Gibson on his shoulder. When he removes the bullet from his shoulder, he is able to trace the manufacturer of the bullet. He goes to find the manufacturer of the bullet, hoping to know from him where he can find Cross. Sloane gives Fax her next assignment. She has to kill Gibson. Gibson finds the manufacturer of the bullets in his house. The man runs and hides somewhere in his house and ambushes Gibson. He puts the gun on his head and asks him what he is doing in his house. Fax comes from behind and tells the man to drop his gun. The man promises to make arrangements for him to meet with Cross. They go to meet him at a railway station. While at the station, the man decides to run away and Fax and Gibson chase him. Gibson sees Cross in the train and he enters before the moving train gets momentum. The bullet manufacturer is sitting in his car and calls Cross. He informs him that Gibson is on the train and that he is alone. Fax is not able to enter the train. She steals a vehicle and chases the train. Cross holds Gibson from behind and wrestle him. As they are wrestling, Fax tries to shoot Cross, but she misses, and he leaves Gibson and runs for safety. Gibson follows him, and they meet. They shoot at each other, but only their bullets meet and crush each other. Fax is able to smash the car into the train. She assists Gibson to fight Cross. Hell breaks loose in the train and the train is derailed in a gorge. At one point Gibson loses his grip and Cross holds his hand. He saves him from falling in the gorge. Gibson shoots him, but before he dies, he tells him the truth. He tells Gibson that he is his father, and everything they have told him is a lie, and he gasps his last breath. Gibson asks Fax whether what Cross has said is true. Fax tells him yes. She tells him they used him because he is the only one that he could not kill. Fax tells him that his name has also come up and shoots him. He falls down the gorge into a river at the bottom of the gorge. He does not die. He goes to his father's house and recuperates from there. His father's house has been near Gibson's house all these years. The bullet manufacturer tells Gibson about his father. He tells him that his father was protecting from Fraternity. He gave him an air ticket and told him to go far away and lead a quiet life as his father wished. Gibson thought about it. He decided to avenge the death of his father. He planned how to finish the fraternity. He fed many rats and fed them well. They put bombs on each of rats and transported them in a lorry to the fraternity weaving factory. He let them loose and they moved to all corners. The bombs exploded from every corner and Gibson moved in shooting everybody he could find. He shot them all like a trained assassin. The butcher man was not an easy target, but finally he defeated him. He called on Sloan and all his assassins came out pointing the guns at him. Gibson told Sloan that his father was not a traitor. He told him that his father was against him for breaking the code. His name had come out but he had not honored the code. He refused to talk about it because he did not want to die. When his father questioned it, he wanted him dead, and he made his son kill his own father. Fax asked him if it was true. Sloan showed them letters of each of them. He told them that they would all be dead if he had not hidden their letters. He told them to kill themselves to be truthful to the code or kill Gibson and continue living happily. Fax released a bullet that killed all the assassins including herself. Gibson went home thinking how he was an account manager and now he is an assassin. Sloan went to Janice's office looking for Gibson. He cocks his gun thinking that the person sitting at Gibson's desk was him. He realizes that it is a decoy and Gibson shoots him dead. Please subscribe to our channel, like all of our videos, share with your friends and don't forget to comment on the part that gave you goosebumps.